Now to start their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Zebra. Hey, Delta. 55 to mine. Check. 50.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
A first down throw for Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
Listen to me. Mike, 55. Go. 55. On the ball. Mike, 55.
Cousins on first down. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. From his linebacker's spot, Vontaze Burfict with a sack. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now on 2nd and 13, Cousins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Buying time to his left. And Diggs has it. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Check 55 to Mike. Lucky 50. Through. Check three.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
29. Hey, Steve 6.
On play action. Now Carr. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Following the interception, Cousins. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. The rookie there defensively to knock it away, Trayvon Mullen. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Dancing to his left. It's complete to Diggs. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 26 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Now Carr. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. On 2nd and inches. Carr going to throw deep for the end. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And
he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Max Crosby brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
No, easy. Hey, Mike 7.
Here's Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
Hey, Orbit. 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the rookie from Clemson, Trayvon Mullen. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
General West.
To throw his car. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go.
Now a play fake. Carr. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Cousins now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10.
Hey, exit.
From the gun, here's Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games, but only led the Vikes to just 1 fourth-quarter comeback like he's trying to do here. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are back within a single score. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
To throw, Cousins. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On 2nd and 9, Carr nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A big kick, 50 yards that time, with a return of 4. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Forced out to his left. That is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Hey, hey, hey. You got quick. Move. Wait, hot.
On the ground, it's Cook. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And he's able to find Diggs. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Cousins now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Cousins now from the 50. Left side caught by Diggs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their number one receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't.
Hey, foxtrot.
They'll run on first down. Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Eluding the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, Charlie. 55, Mike, guy, 55. Black. Hey, Alpha. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Get ready.
Now Cousins on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
It's a party now.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. To throw his Carr. Steps away to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Here's A.J. Cole now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular